There's a few things I want to bring your attention to. However, it is your responsibility to be sure that you read through the syllabus in its entirety and understand that staying in this course means that you agree with and understand all of the policies within the syllabus as well as the college policies. So first, let's look at this phone number. I have provided a phone number here under the office phone number. Obviously, it is not a Lexington number. This is a cell phone number. So please feel free to call or text it, but not after 7 p.m. And please only use this if you have a time-sensitive request. If you just have a general question or what you're asking about is a couple of days down the line, please send me an email telling me who you are, what section of COM 181 you are in, and what your concern is. That way I can look into it and respond. If you call me and I do not answer, please leave me a message telling me who you are, which section you're in, and what your concern is. This way I can look into it and get back with you as soon as possible and expedite the process, and we're not playing a back and forth game. If you text me, I typically will respond very soon. However, I may not have an immediate answer to whatever your question is. But please be sure that you are using this number responsibly and that it is used for time-sensitive requests. Email really is the best way because you can provide me more information about your questions so that I am able to find an answer for you faster. Next, I want to talk about the requirements for this class, such as the technology and equipment requirements. You have to have access to a computer regularly. Sometimes the software that we're using may not work on a tablet. I believe most things will, and some tablets, everything will. But it is imperative that you check this out, and if it does not work on your tablet, that you do find regular, consistent access to a computer. You will be required to take tests. You will be reading your book on Pearson Revel. So regular computer access is important, as well as high-speed internet. You will be recording and uploading videos. Some of these videos may take a while to upload on a slower connection. And if you are recording on an interface that's online and requires internet access to record, you could record a video that is subpar and have to re-record it. For instance, if your video pauses in the middle and I cannot see your video, or it gets stuck on a screen while you're still talking, or it lags behind, all of these are issues with the quality of your videos, and you will be asked to resubmit within 3 days a new video. You also need a device that is capable of recording video, such as a webcam or a smartphone or your tablet. Many computers now have webcams already built in, and those are fine as well. Please make a note that an unreliable computer or internet connection is not an excuse for later missed work. You are being told before the class starts that this is important and that it is a requirement. So please be sure that you make arrangements to complete your work as needed on time. Next, we're going to talk about the book. The book you need is already integrated into the course. There is an access link in Blackboard. I will put that into each weekly folder, and you will simply click on that link and it will take you to the book. This is also where you will take the chapter quizzes. When you signed up for this course, there was a fee for this book. So you do not have to purchase anything. Let's talk about some of the graded components, specifically the speeches. This is a public speaking class, and speeches are kind of the thing. So the first thing you need to know is all 4 speeches have to be completed in order to pass the course. This means you have to turn in 4 outlines. This means you have to turn in 4 presentations that have been recorded where I can see you presenting the speech. Some of those will also require you to have a PowerPoint. So you need to become familiar with that software because these are requirements to complete the speeches so that you can pass the course. Also, all of your work, including but not limited to your speech outlines, need to be typed. I will not accept handwritten work that you have photographed. I will not accept screenshots of work that you completed somewhere. All of the submissions must be typed and submitted in a Word document, a rich text format document, or a PDF. If you don't have access to Word, please click here and it will tell you how to download and access Microsoft Office 365 for free. You can look at the rest of this portion on your own, but it does give you an overview of the main components of the class and the grading scale. I do want to talk about some late work policies, makeup work. Late work is only accepted if you contact me prior to missing the assignment. That doesn't mean an hour before it's due. It's due at 11:59 and you contact me at 11 p.m. That doesn't work because I'm not going to be checking my email at 11 p.m. Also, submitting an assignment after the due date or after you receive a 0 is not acceptable and the work will not be graded. So if I put in the 0 and then you're like, oh gosh, I forgot to do it, let me hurry up and do it and submit it, I'm still not going to grade it. You need to contact me about any missing work. Any missing work that I do approve will still incur an 11% deduction from the total points possible before it is graded, and any points missed will be in addition to that 11% penalty. Also, when it comes to the speeches, as I said previously, all 4 have to be completed. If you miss one, you can make up that speech. However, if you miss 2, you will fail. They are kind of the meat of this class. So it is imperative that you complete all 4. Good practice is to get in the habit of checking the course site on Blackboard and your email daily. That is your KCTCS email. That is where all of the announcements from Blackboard will go. I will also tell you that it is extremely important to plan ahead and manage your time, and that good practice would also be to read over the assignments at the beginning of the week. So log in on Monday. There will be a document called This Week at a Glance in your weekly folder, and it will give you an overview of the week. This way, if you have any questions or concerns, you can address them during the week while I am available, and I can provide you with answers and some guidance so that you can complete the work on your time. I will not be available over the weekend to answer questions. And if you don't understand something and you're unable to reach me, that is not an excuse for late work. So go ahead and ask those questions early and be sure you get your answers so you can complete it on time. Next, let's talk about academic integrity. I do not tolerate cheating or copying. You can click here for a full statement on the BCTC academic integrity policy. However, here is a small excerpt that says, it is an expectation for all college classes that all academic work, written or otherwise, submitted by a student to an instructor or other academic supervisor is the result of the student's own thoughts, research, or self-expression. This means all submitted work should be completed solely by you, the student. There will be times when you're doing research in my class. There are going to be times when you are going to be required to have multiple sources. So you need to be sure you understand how to paraphrase information properly, that you know how to cite sources, and that you understand that quotation marks only go around information that is copied verbatim. And for our speeches, you should only be quoting information that comes directly from a person. So if someone said something, you should copy that verbatim and put it inside quotation marks and then attribute the statement to whomever said it. Direct quoting is not a reason or an excuse to be able to copy and paste something from a source. So be sure that you understand how to paraphrase information that you get from your sources so that you do not fall victim to plagiarism.